Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? How's it going? We have very interesting section. Thank you, Saika. We have a very interesting section right at the beginning of the stream in a few minutes. Very excited about it. Saika, let's have a look at the agenda for today, and then we can talk a little bit about your project. So today, frontend coders, frontend.mu discussion with Hosea. Oh wait, my camera is broken. One sec, let me fix that. Yeah. Think you can see me decently well. That should be a little bit better. Well, not that you expect to see me. Any kind of super detailed image or anything. But alright. Yeah, so we'll talk about frontend.mu with Hosea and Sandeep. Hosea has been working actively on an update on the website, and Sandeep is the main maintainer of the project and the initiator of the project, and we might have a little surprise for you live on stream. Then after the chat with them, we'll review this quiz. We'll see where are the priorities next on that project, and then we can finish with a quick trivia session. How about that? That'd be cool, right? Saika, how are you doing? How was the day? How's this Netflix clone going? Pretty good. I think I'm done with it at most. Almost. Yeah, you still have to fix the animation. By the way, when I was mentioning not using width, I was saying what I meant is don't use width for the transition. Don't transition on the width. Oh, it's fixed. So you're transitioning on the scale. Oh, yeah, but if you're still transitioning with the width, I don't consider that fixed. Just say. But yeah, you did great progress with that, so well done. So when are you applying for a job? I think you're almost ready to apply. Talking about progress, my coaching client made great progress this week as well, so I'm super excited. He's getting ready, he's getting somehow productive with some of the building blocks of web development and Vue in particular. So yeah, super excited. We'll see how that goes. All right, we'll start in a minute from now. Saika, do you have a theme for tonight's game? You can leave that in the chat and then we can pin it. I don't know if you saw the updates yesterday, Saika. Not really. Alright, well, we'll just generate one with ChatGPT and then put that into the game. Yeah, small updates about the channel points. I've updated the icon, because why not? And then I've updated the points. So for any blurb alert, you can use any of that anytime. I think you're within the range, most definitely. So I'm expecting some of them even during the conversation. Well, I don't want them, but pretty sure you're going to use some of them. Because Saika is a mod on the channel, but also the, let's say, the best troll of this channel, right? Okay, let's start with our discussion for front-end coders. Let me stop the music music, where are you? There. Okay, music paused. I'm going to increase the sound a little bit. Do I have filters? Let me remove the limiter like this. All right, Sandeep, who's there? I don't think I can hear you. Maybe you can hear me. I think they are in the call, so we're fixing the technicals at the moment. Bear with me. Output. My output is... Oh, now it's good. Hello? Who's there? Sandeep, can you hear me? They are in the call, but they're in the whiteboard. Maybe I should join the whiteboard.
Say to
Hello?
compile quick. Hello.
Hello, we are live. Oops, did I
Oh, we are
leave
live.
something? Yes, we're live now. How's it going?
Hi guys, this is my channel.
Subscribe. Did you say subscribe on what is it, Twitch?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, subscribe, guys. How many people are there on the thing?
Not a lot. We have like 3 viewers at the moment. They will trickle in. Feel free to invite anyone you want. Son, I haven't joined the whiteboard yet. I don't know if it's something we can share on stream. Well, you're not in view anyways.
I mean, we were just scribbling nonsense. It's not.
Is it .js or .ts? That's the main point.
It's like
The DS.
dot v dot iv. I see. I don't know what that is.
That was supposed to be live. You know.
Live. Okay.
Live.
We
All
were
right,
just
all right.
speaking about storybook, and yeah, I was telling you, son. I made a storybook component library for Quick. It was just an experiment. But the thing is, since Quick is not supported, so there was an add-on called just storybook slash HTML. So
Yes.
you compile Quick to HTML and then you make storybook read that HTML. I'll just send you the storybook config. Maybe that can help you.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. I looked at that, but it looks like you don't actually write HTML. You have to write like render functions, like document that create element.
This I don't know. I
sounds
didn't
bad.
check.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Documented. Okay. Anyways, who's there? Welcome to the channel. Son, welcome to the channel.
Thanks.
Today, well, tonight, we are talking about frontend.mu. We have Jose who worked on, can we call that a rework of the API? How should we call that?
How should we call this? It's
Is it a
more like
refactor, rework? What is it?
I mean, the work is done. Like people can access it. It's more of a how would you call it? I don't know.
We change how it works behind the scenes, I guess.
Yeah, let's call it a technical improvement.
Technical improvement. All right. So it's an improvement that no one will see, but we know about it and we're super happy.
Yes.
Something like this. Great,
yeah,
great.
I think the maintainers, the contributors can enjoy this later. It opens up like it opens up possibilities for the future. Let's put it like that.
That sounds great. How do we want to do this? Does one of you want to share their screen? I show that on stream and then you can talk through it, or do you want me to follow along on the Git repo on my screen? It's up to you.
Maybe you can share your screen with there, and but because I haven't checked it since your last update.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I will. Let me
Sure.
also run the app.
So I think we can kill the whiteboard, or can we keep it? I don't know. guess we can keep it.
You can keep it. I'll focus on Jose's screen anyways.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just give me a minute.
for the viewers, while Jose is getting ready, Sun, feel free to correct me anytime I say something wrong, but the idea is that we already have a workflow to call the data for the meetups, for the people. So you can see all of this. This is from directors, I think, the API. I think for the sponsor it works the same, right? So we have an initial setup to do that, but Hosea suggested something, some optimization, some improvements, and we're going to discuss this today. And yeah, Hosea will walk us through all of that. Hosea, I've left some comments a few days ago. I don't know if any of them were relevant, but yeah, I guess it's going to be merged, so that could be the surprise. I don't know, Sun, your decision on this. So
Yeah.
I'll have to quit Twitch and reopen. I'm not Twitch. I'm sorry. Discord, because
Discord,
I don't.
sure.
Yeah, because I don't have it allowing my screen share on it. So be right back.
All right, sure. Sun, maybe I can go through some of the code. I don't know, maybe there are some updates. Oh, he's back
Yeah,
already.
actually, I haven't seen the updates as well, so maybe we can look at them together.
Okay, unless
There's a lot
Jose
of
is all
file
set.
changes.
Go live. How is it looking? Is it good?
Watch stream. 1 sec. Yeah, it's looking good. Let me hide all the members.
So you
Yeah.
can see my screen. Okay.
Yep, we can see your screen. Very good.
So how do you want me to do this? Should we run through what we've done, like functionally, and then we can add things as we go? Yeah.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess.
we'll probably interrupt you along the way. We might have questions, things like this, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so let's start with what we've done, because as we said earlier, something that exists.
Hosea,
It's just in.
we
Yes.
we can see pretty much the Discord.
Yeah, just
Oh,
the Discord.
just the Discord.
Yeah.
Screens. Oh,
Too
how
many
about
screens.
now? Can you see? You should see lines of code. I mean,
Yeah, we can
is it?
see. Could you zoom just a little bit?
Loading. Yeah.
That would help the viewers.
This?
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay, so why don't we walk through what we have and see what the problem was, and kind of go from there. Does that work?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so yeah, so we have prod frontend.mu. The implementation that was done was this tiny little thing here. So if you click on it, you now have open data. You know, we're putting it. You have two routes. So the team one and the meetup ones. So basically, you kind of have open data. You can do whatever you want with it. With all the speakers that frontend.mu have had, all the contributors, and the second one is just about the meetups. As you see, we get all the meetups all the way from 2016 to today. So it's a bit like that. But why is this nice? I think is it's open data. You know, like if anyone wants to do anything with it, they can just do anything with it. Instead of like if you, I mean, if you had to get this data without this thing, you'd have to probably scrape frontend.mu. That just makes life easier, I think. And open data is nice, I guess. And how we've done that is if I we look at code, it's just that Astro gives us these nice API routes. So basically, what you have to do is you just include any file that does not end in .astro. So .ts would just work, and you have this nice typing of API route. So this would just be a get, just a get as you would get things. And since this is SSG, it will just build things up. So as you see, this is our teams, which correspond to this one here. Like, no, sorry, this one, just the team people. That's basically it. So it's taking data from somewhere just placing it there so people can just use it whenever they want. So that was like, the feature. It is cool. But what was the problem was I wanted to, well, it was an idea suggested on a pull request by Sandeep. We wanted to implement a sort of stats counter. So this is what we've done here. So, just some nice things. We have like
Nice.
speakers, um, 2 meetups and whatnot. But the problem was earlier, if we take a look maybe at an earlier pull request that we made.
Ooh, someone's pull request is not building.
Yeah, that's because I need approval. I don't have
All
approval.
right. So it's not a build warning, it's just approval.
Yes.
All right.
So, but the thing is, if we look at this old pull request, and then is it that one? Yes, it should be that one. And if we take a look at here, you see this? These 2 lines of code. So basically what I was trying to do is I was just trying to fetch, from our API itself. But the problem is if you're trying to fetch from an API route in an Astro app from an Astro API itself, and if it is SSG, it will not work. Because it kind of makes sense because if you're calling it the API from a page, well, guess what? The API is being built at the same time as the page is being built. So you kind of have this weird situation of you get what I mean? Either here you point directly to the prod API, which is okay, I guess, but just very, I don't know, duct tapey is the word I think you like to use, Cedric.
Yeah.
It didn't work. So then there was 2 solutions. We can read them off the conversation here. The first solution really was, as you see here, basically that's the idea that Sandeep proposed was let's just make a script that dumps all the API response somewhere on the disk, and then we can use it however we want. And the second one was hybrid rendering, because with Astro we have 3 types of rendering: static, which we do on frontend.mu. We have server, which is completely SSR, and then we have a bit of both. So basically, the idea was, okay, let's just make the API routes SSR, and we make how do you call it? Everything else, all the pages SSG. Which I mean, it would be fine, I guess. But there were a few. I think we had a discussion, right, on Discord itself about what could go wrong with SSR and whatnot. And then we said,
Right.
okay, you know what? Let's just go back to the initial thought that we have in this comment right on the screen here to just make something that dumps the response from directors up here. And by the way, that's where we're getting our data from. So, do you have any questions for now, or can we proceed with how we've done this?
We do not have any questions in the chat, so I guess we can go forward.
Okay, so I think the best way to do this is to compare like code that we have on main and here. And the thing is, on main, what you're gonna have a utils folder that has an API.ts thing in here. So this is where we get the data from. I think I don't know much about directors. Maybe Sandeep can explain to us what it is. But to me, it looks like a backend as a service or sort of CMS. I guess I don't know. So what we were doing is everywhere where we were going to use data from directors, we had to call it. For example, if we go to pages, I think it would probably be in a meetup page. And as you see here, we're having to call it. Okay, so every time we call, we have to call it. Even in the API thing that I did earlier on, I'm having to call the events. So we kind of have this weird situation where I know there's a memorization going on there, but we're still calling it. It's just not very neat. So what I've done is I've taken everything that was in utils here. Anything that was obviously in use for us when it came to the API, and I moved it outside. And we made a pre-run script. So this will just run every time someone's trying to build or like run the project on dev. And that was from an idea that, thanks to you, Cedric, it was about the pre things. So anything that has pre
Oh, cool.
will run. Or that,
I didn't see that change.
Yeah, I changed it because the other day when I sent the PR, it was just to smoke test. Like, did we break anything?
All right.
And it's like, yeah, we didn't. So yeah, we just, run these commands whenever you pre-build or pre-dev. It will come here. Where was it?
Uze, can you explain how that works? Is it a convention? Because I've never used that before.
Yeah, I think it's a convention. There was a nice article that Cedric shared the other day. So anything that has so if you put like, I don't know, pre-install here, so every time you do npm install, this will just, and you do get in some intelligence here. So pre-uninstall,
Nice.
pre-thing. So anything pre that you want to do before something else would just happen here. So for example, if you put pre-astro, it would just, do some pre-astro thing. I mean, we could try that. Pre-astro.
Personally, I thought this worked only for, pre-build or pre-commit, like something predefined. But then doing some research, it actually works on all of them.
Like, for
I'm just
example,
curious about preview, which technically,
Preview.
I think if you
So
don't
basically,
have a command which does like view, then anything that has pre in the word should work as a normal command. That's how I would understand it.
true that. So, like, for example, if I just do npm run dev, you will see that it actually runs our script first, and then it goes and then does everything else.
Nice.
So, which is cool. So I didn't try it with
Yeah.
build. Yeah, let's just try it with build. And what kind of gods do you pray when you do that, Cedric? Or was it the demo
Demogods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, hopefully it builds fine. Yeah, it builds fine. And I see my name and your name. I think it's just all the images building. Yeah.
Yeah,
In
this
web.
is the new changes in Astro 3.0. I can cover that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That'd be great. I can see that someone has updated it because I saw the port 4321. So who's there? Just tell us. You have updated to Astro 3, right?
yeah, this is on Astro 3 and yeah, this is on
Yeah.
321, 431. That is a cool addition. Anyways, while that is building, so yeah, we just run this, and anything that we do now is we only make our API calls to directors once, and then we just dump everything in data. And if you want to take a look at a raw data thing, so data, for example, this ugly thing here is just all of our data.
Whoa.
So from directors. So this is what it looks like. And as you see here, compared to our own API route, this data is kind of very ugly. So you get like RSVP closing null. So, but if you go on frontend.mu/meetup, I've kind of cleaned this up as well. I mean, the topics are empty because back then I don't think they were included here. But yeah, you get the picture. So I think this really is it. It just runs it, and anywhere else where you want to use data, you just import this simple file here. And I've also added a few utils, which really is going to be I've called data helpers. So these are anything that will manipulate data, so you can just get them from here. So if anywhere else in the code you want to get the cleanup data that we have, you just grab it from here, I guess.
Nice. While we are here, maybe we can just kill the images row below on line 36.
This
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
you don't want.
Yeah, let's not ship that because it's not
Sorry, what was that?
used anywhere. We used to host images on directors, but we don't
Yeah.
anymore. So if we
Oh,
remove it,
okay.
I think that this page will look much cleaner because like all of these are not supposed to be there.
All right,
Let's
cool.
see.
Yeah, we're not using it. Yeah.
So let's see how it looks now. API is in meetups. And yeah, it's much cleaner if I can have the one on prod. There you go. We don't have the ugly images. Yeah, so yeah, way cleaner.
Yeah.
Nice one.
We have one more endpoint we could add to this for the other repository where we host images.
Yeah.
Or you do that already, right? Get photos.
There is Get Photos, which dumps where's data? Yeah, which just dumps these here.
Yeah, that's it. So we have it here, but it's not in the API.
No, it's not. We can add them. Or
Yeah.
if it wants to contribute, there's an issue for you.
Yep.
Good first issue, I guess.
Yep. Nice one. We could even map it to the correct meetup for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. But as you said earlier, Sandeep, it really opens up, possibilities that you can do with this data. Like we're talking of analytics, whatever, or like stats over the time of how frontend.mu grew. That would be nice.
Yeah.
So
By the
if
way,
some of these,
we don't.
so yeah, go ahead, son.
Sorry, I was saying we don't need the API routes anymore.
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's open data, I guess. Anyone can just, point to this URL and get it and use it.
Oh, okay. So wait. So we are still using the API routes. What if? Okay, so we're dumping the JSON in the raw files, and then you're exposing the cleaned up version through the API routes. That's it.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then we keep it. I think there's some warnings about API routes in the console. It doesn't like the endpoint names for some reason.
Should we change it?
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't. I guess it doesn't want lowercase names. I don't know why.
Oh no,
Where do you see
why not?
this?
In your VS Code, right there, the yellow stuff below.
Oh, they will not be
Oh,
supported in
lowercase.
4. Huh.
Oh, okay, yeah, the verb should be all caps.
So it should be this one.
Oh, that. I thought it was like the file name.
But
Yeah,
do
that
we
would be
have a
very
verb on the file name? No, we don't. So yeah, that should be it. But that's
And then
weird. It's just a variable
return an
name.
instance of response.
maybe with this. Yeah, the error is all gone now. Nice, but I didn't even see this. So yeah,
Right.
we're getting ready for Astro 4, guys.
What?
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but the build is even faster now.
Yeah.
Like the pages take less than 1 milliseconds. If you scroll up, you'll see it. Because before it used to take like 1 millisecond to build. Scroll up above the image builds. Yeah, keep going up. Keep going. Yeah, these ones. So these are super fast now.
Nice.
The slash meetup pages.
They were already
Yeah, so
fast. But
they were fast. Yeah, it takes like I think 20 seconds to build, or yeah, around 20 or less. But now I think it's even faster. So we'll know when we merge.
yeah, we'll see on
Yeah.
Verso. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
So
think
that
that's it
PR
for
includes Astro Free as well, the upgrade, or how does that work?
Astro. Everything is already on Astro 3.
Yeah, we upgraded last night, like 1 hour after the release. It's
Okay.
there.
All right.
So
That's
it's running Astro
quick.
Free already.
And this has Astro Free as well, because
Yeah.
Sandeep sent me a PR with all the new goodies yesterday. So we're running Astro 3 right now, which is very cool.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
we're moving to Astro 4 very soon. Do we have a release date on that one?
I mean, if they're already letting you know now about what a mistake in Astro 4 will be, so I think it's just around the corner.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe
Yeah.
by December or something like this. But
I
yeah,
think they're
it's
doing
impressive.
quarterly releases, so I think in 4
Okay.
months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
So
faster than Angular now at releases, major releases?
Probably, yeah.
anyways,
Alright.
should I just send you this PR, Sandeep,
Yeah.
and then maybe we can
That's
review on your site?
all right. I
Okay.
I did write the build, so maybe we can just. It looks good to me. I don't know. We can merge it.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look at it.
I'm having a look. You're being reviewed by the audience as well. Who's there?
All right.
Disclaimer: not all of the code in it is mine, because I kind of just moved things sometimes. But yeah, so fair enough. Like, go on, roast me.
No excuses, bro. Kidding. Oh yeah, I wanted to just ask like a few questions. For example, Sun, I don't know if you're seeing my screen already on stream. Else I can share
Yeah,
with you.
I have
Okay.
a tab open with the stream.
Okay. So links like this, like for example, this one, this is for the photos, so it might be different. I guess
Yeah.
that one is stable enough so that we keep it here in the code directly.
Yeah, I think so because this is very unlikely to be changed, and we
All
are
right.
using GitHub as a image host for this.
Yeah.
So and all of the images are public, so we just point to there.
All right. And there's no risk of us, or well, risk, no possibility that this link would be reused somewhere, right? Probably just here.
Yeah, I think just here because we are using Hoosier's API to call this link and get the data, and then that data is reused elsewhere. But this link is just like one source. I guess we could put it in an environment variable or something, but then you would need to set it up when you clone the
Yeah.
repo.
Yeah, I mean, it's as you said, it's unlikely to change, so there's no rush on that one, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the developer experience is just better if we keep it here for now. All right. Yeah, I wanted to see that one. Maybe, Sun, we talked about that before when I had a look at the previous code, but do we want, is it worth optimizing any of these here? You know, especially when it pulls the first list. I think there are some
Actually,
memorization, but
yeah, there is memorization, but not across the three calls. So there are three
yeah.
different calls, and I would actually prefer if they were not parallel, so just so that we don't uh, hit the backend with three calls at the same time. Because
Oh,
it's not a very beefy server, so just like hitting it one at a time, we kind of go easy on the server. And
all right.
because
Yeah.
the load speakers and load event calls get quite a lot of data back. So
All
that's
right, that
just
makes
why I
sense.
don't want it to be parallel. Yeah.
Okay, so we want to keep it sequential.
Yep.
Hosea, maybe we
This,
can add, yes, Sandeep?
yeah, I was just saying, I guess if we made it parallel, that could speed up our build time by,
Or
I
make
don't
it
know, 1
crash.
second or two. But yeah. If it crashes, it's fine. Yeah, we are SSG. We don't know hacking or crashes. We don't care. If the server dies, we still don't care. But yeah, there is a risk there.
All right, so Jose, I don't know, a suggestion, one of the rare cases where I would be okay adding a comment here, like we say that we explicitly decide to keep it sequential, just to keep the server cool, something like this.
Yeah,
Just so that
sure.
I don't see that in 3 months and I will probably forget and come back to you guys. Hey, how about we make this parallel? You know. But yeah. Okay. Moving on. Mm-mm-mm. And this is again just me. There's probably a reason why we have a let here instead of const. but could you just help me? I
No
have
reason
read the
at
full
all.
code. No reason at all? Okay.
No, it could be a cons. Just it should have been a cons.
Yeah. I tried to, whenever I did set changes, it was a let, so I leave it as a let because
Yeah.
just not to mess things
Yeah,
up.
sure.
Don't want to create unnecessary regressions.
Yeah, so we have the validation from Sun. If you want, Jose, you can change that to a const. It's all good. And yeah, here, so then it's an empty string. We want empty string on purpose, right? Not undefined or null. If that's coming from a JSON, it would be null. Is there a risk for it to be
For
null
this,
instead of empty string?
yeah. So for this change, I actually did that last night because my ID was complaining.
Okay.
That's the only reason. But I should we should probably return. I don't know. There's a function get GitHub URL.
Yeah.
I forgot what it does. So maybe we should look
Yeah,
at that. And I don't think it accepts a null.
oh, wait. So it doesn't accept a null. Ah, right. So yeah, then it makes more sense to set it to a
I think
string instead
you
of.
can control click on it on GitHub. Does it work?
It doesn't work in here apparently. So I don't know if I should go back and explore some code. Which file is it? Home
It's in
features.
utils FNS.
Oh no, it's still the same link. Okay. So code. Does that work? Utils. Yeah, well, never mind.
Utils FNS.
FNS. All right. Oh yeah, it takes a string. So yeah, that makes sense. But if it's empty, it returns. Yeah. Okay, this one. Yeah, that makes sense. Then yeah, empty string is better. I'm not set on this when I write my own code. When I have a situation like this, do I just accept null here, or do I
Yeah, we
just
should
modify my code? I don't know.
accept null. I don't know if empty string will match the second part here. It might. Isn't empty string just string? I don't know.
No, empty string is still falsy. So it's a
Okay.
string,
So
but yeah. So what's
okay, so
funny
it
is
will
type
work.
of empty string is string, but this is false. Welcome to JavaScript. But yeah, it would work. Yeah.
All right. So we have settings
Yeah.
up over on this.
Owen, hello. The empty string is falsy. Yeah, man, it's falsy, but empty array is truthy, empty object is truthy, all of that. But empty string, falsy. Yep. Enough GS for today. Oh, all right, Neil. Thank you for joining. See you in the next one. Yeah. Okay. This I think it's all good. Wait, did we lose someone in the Discord? No, we're all good. All right. I heard like a weird sound. It's all good. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Sandeep, I added the hue, by the way, that you asked last week, was it? For the numbers, the stats numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to show
Again,
something, Jose?
No, it was just when you were going through the code of the stats counter, I added the hue. Sandeep asked me to add it,
oh, right.
so it now adapts to the paint bucket.
Oh, okay. So
So the color of
somewhere
the
here.
text. I guess that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So it just
Nice.
adapts, I guess.
Okay.
If okay,
All
should
right.
I send the two things that we talked of? So the comment and the const.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh, new changes. Okay, yeah, the stats. Nice. That's really nice. Haven't seen that before. And yeah, again, it was me nitpicking. I don't know if you added a comment back. There's a page with a bad meetup. Ah, okay. We have null back, hence we need to check for this. Can approve, however. Not totally sure what's the best way to implement. Perhaps a force check, like you said, might be better. Shouldn't be optimized in this VR. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes there are actual checks on, the value and even the type precisely. Sometimes on null, and the rest is still all good. So yeah, but now we
Yeah,
know.
I think I remember when I added this during build, some pages were failing because somehow I had meetups with no IDs. I'm not sure how I got that, but when that happens, it breaks the build. So that's why I added this check.
All right, yeah, cool. And that's with regards to the update, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, the rest all seems good to me. Like I don't have any questions, so we're all good. Son, before I forget, we were talking about refactoring jam,
Yes.
something like this. There's something important. So we talked about Prettier or ESLint. Maybe we should do a vote on the front-end coders Discord or something to see who uses what, something like this. I don't know.
I actually enforced Prettier already. So
Okay,
there,
then
there
I
was a
need to pull
PR
the.
yeah, there was a PR last week.
Okay,
I formatted the whole repo with Prettier
nice. With the
in
command
one go
line.
so that
Yeah.
yeah, so that any upcoming like contributors can just use Prettier and it should not break anything. You can find it in the in the old PRs.
Okay. Yeah. This one.
So if you scroll, yeah, that one.
91. Yeah.
Of course,
Oh,
there's
file
no
changes.
description,
Just
but
gonna check.
everything is changed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, oh, I can see the changes down below. Nope. Well, never mind. This is going to be too many changes, but yeah. So you
If you click
enforce
the file
pretty.
changes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So because I couldn't find any good enough ESLint config for Astro, and in the
Yeah.
Astro documentation itself, I think they just said use Prettier.
Okay.
So I added some small configs that will tell your editor to use, like Prettier is recommended for this. So you
But
should
we
get a
don't have
small.
like a prettier RC or something like this, right?
No, it's just a default for now. We can
Okay.
change it later, but for now it's just suggesting that you use
Okay.
Prettier when you open this workspace.
All right. Well, I guess that's good for now.
Yeah.
And in VS Code, for example, you need the extension installed, right?
So you can install it, or if you have the Astro extension installed, it comes with Prettier built in.
Okay, good to know. Because I tend to have Prettier installed and I have the Astro as well, so I need to make sure that doesn't break anything.
No, it wouldn't because it's using the default config.
Okay.
But that's why I picked Prettier, because since it was bundled with the Astro extension, that told me that
Yeah.
they picked Prettier as the default.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know, we need to test this. Yes, Jose?
Sorry, yeah, there's a thing that I would like to share whenever you
Yeah.
have some time. I sent you a link as well, so we can maybe show
Oh,
that
on
to people.
the Discord.
Essentially,
Yeah.
yeah. So I found something really useful a few weeks ago about Versal. So if anyone's interested, We actually
System
implemented it
variables.
on.
All right, we'll have a look in a second, but just to conclude on Prettier, let's just, well, we can go for it just like this. And so it's using Prettier, it has the config, but it doesn't have a default set of rules that would be imposed on the code. So yes, it's going to be formatted with Prettier, but let's say I create a Prettier RC file, for example. You do the same, but we have different configs. The formatting that would be committed and pushed to GitHub might be drastically different.
Oh, so you mean your Prettier RC would be on your user config?
Yeah, if we don't have one. No, not on my user config, but I generally work with like I have a file in my code base itself. So anyone who has Prettier would use these defaults basically. Well, I just have this,
Yeah.
right? But it would take
Yeah.
the defaults and just override that one. But if you have this on your machine and we both have private files, we might get like the whole file that I save would be different. But let's see if we face that, then we can fix it.
So I at work we don't use Prettier, we use ESLint because which we have very specific rules, and so we have to actually disable Prettier or uninstall it when I open that workspace. So then we have rules that say, okay, Prettier is, so you know what, you have the recommended extensions. You also have the unwanted extensions that you can list. So that's where Prettier goes in the other projects. So it's on a per project basis.
Okay. So yeah, unwanted here. All right. Yeah. Well, yeah, we can figure that out as time goes. But yeah, I wanted to share on that. And yeah, it does speed up the development speed when you have Prettier. You don't have to format yourself, and you don't have to worry that you're breaking someone else's formatting. But yeah. All right. Quick update from Hosea. Hosea, system environment variables overview. What would you like to share specifically about this, Hosea?
So you go to Astra config anywhere in our code for frontend.mu.
Oh, wait. Let me open it. That's true. Config. All right.
Yeah, so is this wait. Is
No,
this the one for front? I
it's not
think
the
you have to
latest.
Yeah, it's not
Not the
like
latest. Oh well, let's have a look at the repo.
You're still on
Code.
Astro 2.0. So old.
I know, man. I live in the past. I'm a
Legacy
vintage
code.
guy. Yeah, I'm a vintage guy. I'm behind on commits. That's the worst part. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We have the
So
config.
you see these lines at 10 and 11,
Okay.
process
Yeah.
and first lump. So basically we had there was not an issue, just something that Sandy brought up when we made that API thing was we wanted to get the URL. If you're deploying to Vercel is deploying to a preview environment, we wanted to get that URL. But the thing is that URL is actually dynamic. So just usually Vercel just adds a random hash there. It's like we were wondering how you would get it. But the thing is, Vercel already gives us these system environment variables. So if anywhere in your code you want to get environment variables that are very Vercel specific, you can just take a look at this documentation, and get these things
Okay.
from there.
So let me see if I understand it without the documentation. If we're in preview or development, then we override the URL that Vercel provides, right? And we provide it a specific URL.
No, we take the URL that Vercel provides and give it there.
Oh,
Because that
okay.
dynamic, yes.
So the dynamic URL.
yeah, so it's just nice to have.
Oh, then we
I
can
think
use
we
it
can
in the app.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you go like I'm pretty sure if Sandeep's gonna deploy like allow the preview of the feature that we just made, you will see there that the URL is dynamic.
Yeah,
You can
that's
see
what I was
that.
gonna say. I approved it. It's deployed, so we can see it right now in the PL.
ooh, so it's deployed like in preview, or is it live?
Yeah. No, it's in preview. So if you go in
Okay.
the PL, you should see a preview link.
This one?
So yeah, all is green.
Okay.
I
Dark
think
reader is
that's the
off.
wrong link because it's the old
No,
one.
isn't it updated yet?
You
Yeah,
click. I don't know if that's the one.
Let's see.
Is it?
yeah, that is the one.
Okay.
So if you
Cool.
go on API, you see how the URL is now dynamic to the one that we have.
Oh, okay. So we
Yeah.
have this, and yeah, even the link, yeah, in the API down there works. That's great.
So if you want something like this, you can take a look at like Versal's documentation.
All right. That's cool. And we have everything here. We don't have the images, so that's definitely updated. And so yeah, that's in this link. So if anyone is using Vercel, I'm pasting it there. Saika, you're leaving. We have a bye from Saika in the chat. Well, thank you for hopping in, and we'll see you in the next one, Saika. Yeah, so I've shared that link in the chat. I will also share the link to the repo just as a reminder. Even if you're not in Mauritius and you want to contribute to the project, I guess that's still possible, right, son?
Yeah. Everyone is most welcome to contribute.
Yeah.
And I think I can press the green button now.
Ooh.
So we can deploy.
I'm gonna refresh that page.
Maybe you can leave a comment. So like
Where?
on this page. Yeah, looks good to me.
Wait, where? Here?
Right here. Yeah. Just down there, leave a comment.
Yeah, that's done.
And we've sent it. So
Ooh, it updated live. All right. So technically, it should update soon. So if I refresh, maybe not now, but in about a minute.
I'm checking the deployment on Vercel.
Okay.
It's still building. So I think it should be done soon. Yeah, it's done.
Yay, it's done. And yeah. We have the numbers 41 speakers, 32 meetups, and
Nice.
13 contributions. Very good. And let's see the link again for the API. Yeah, I have this weird plugin. Maybe I can see it. Oh, nope, not great. Yeah, I might uninstall it and use something else. But yeah, we can see that.
Mike suggested that we can use like an API Explorer to view this, like embed an API Explorer in the website itself.
Yeah.
So maybe something to consider for later.
There are some nice ideas about PRs. Maybe we could, I don't know if we can create issues and describe the ideas there, or start PRs directly. I don't know. Just to guide people.
Yeah, okay. I can do that quickly. So, if there's anything that you don't like or anything that you would like to improve about the website, usually the flow is you create a PR on the GitHub. So sorry, not a PR, an issue.
An issue. Okay.
So if you open the issues tab, I think
Yeah.
you will see quite a few issues there for like these are
Oh,
just
nice.
ideas
Okay.
or things that we list, and anyone can pick them up and start like building
All right.
if they want to. So for example, the one where we implement add to calendar,
Yeah.
the latest ones, is quite simple to implement. So it's like a good first issue, but it's something really useful. Uh, so like when an event is coming up, maybe you want a button to add it to your calendar, and there's an Astro component just for that. So it should be quite straightforward to implement. But instead of just doing it, I added it as an issue first. So if anyone else wants to do it, feel free to take it. And if you have other ideas, you could just create an issue and then follow that up with a PR, or maybe someone else can do the PR.
Yeah, that's the idea, right? So we already have issues created, so you can tackle them. Else, if you have an idea, but you're not exactly sure yet how to implement it, you can create the issue, start the conversation. Someone could help you implement it, or someone could take over completely, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. I think Neil talked about that feature during the meetup. He mentioned that to me. So I just tagged him and sent him the link in the Twitch chat. But yeah, if anyone is interested in building that one, just do it faster than Neil, I guess. It's really good.
Yeah, I saw Nicola is also interested in that, so
Oh,
there's
okay.
some yeah. Take it
So
away, do it. It's fine because
yeah.
it's a nice feature to have. I would use it.
So competition, we'll see. Well, worst case, they can collab, you know. Would be nice to see two PRs though. But yeah.
Yeah, we had that for the galleries. We had on the events. There were several submissions, and then we picked one of them. So speaking
Okay.
of which, the galleries need fixing. So I think if you open like an old meetup, maybe the React one, um, React Zestan, I think you will see at some point the gallery has broken images. Yeah, if you go in
No.
the page at the top where the gallery is animated,
Where the gallery. Oh, okay.
does it still work? Yeah, these three
Yeah.
images. Sometimes when they so if you don't hover on it, then it will switch.
Yeah.
And then I think sometimes the images break. Okay, right now it's not breaking, so that's good. But for me, sometimes it breaks, so I don't know why. Maybe
Is
something
it
to
because of
investigate.
Vivaldi, the browser
I
you're
don't
using?
know.
Usually, what happens, I think, is it breaks because we are pending a slug to the image, and when it breaks, that slug gets undefined. Like it literally is written undefined, so we can just put a check there, a falsy check. I think.
All right.
Is there an off by one issue?
I'm not sure. I just saw it break, and I didn't even open the
Yeah,
console.
it's
I was
quite
like,
intermittent. I've seen it very few times, but I know what you mean, Sandeep.
yeah, maybe GitHub is not such a reliable image host. Don't know.
I guess we should start caching them somewhere. I don't know.
If you scroll down, Cedric,
Yeah.
sorry, I have some lag in the Twitch, so I'm waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
so I think the header blur is not there anymore. That's a bug.
Header blur. Oh, yeah. There.
Yeah. So if you refresh, it should come back, or if you hard refresh, I
Oh,
don't know,
yeah.
but it's not there anymore.
Yeah, it comes back. So wait, so
So
if I
when you
navigate to a
navigate,
meetup,
yeah,
so if I
it's
go back,
probably like a view
Oh yeah,
transition thing.
when you change pages, the transparency breaks. All right.
Yeah. So I have an idea why, but I don't know. It's the view transitions acting up.
Is it due to the update to Astro 3 or
Yeah, I think so
unrelated? Okay.
because this used to work with view transitions in Astro 2, so it's probably related. By the way, can we
Oh,
see the colors on the stats if you change colors?
colors on the stats. Wait.
The homepage?
Yeah. So I just use the bucket.
Yeah.
Nice. With the gradient for each time. That's cool.
Nice.
I should take like a few hours and study your CSS, and I would learn a lot.
It's just one hue and everyone cascades from it. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, son, maybe to conclude this section, we could talk about the next meetup. So, do we have the meetup in September coming?
Actually, I was talking about that to Kushal today.
Yeah.
If we should do one or not. I want to do one. Um, we actually said we wouldn't do one in September,
Okay.
informally, but it looks like we might do one because we have uh, a location who is interested to host us, and it's quite a nice
Nice.
place. So we will have confirmation by tomorrow if it's happening, and if
Mm-hmm.
it is happening, it will be on the 23rd. Yeah, this date is correct. It will be on the
Okay.
23rd, and I think we will have 80 seats again, but then the location will be much nicer. So we'll see
Nice.
tomorrow. Um, and if we do have uh, the meetup confirmed, we also have around, I think we have 3 speakers already who were interested. We have Apu
Nice.
from Python user group who
Yes.
wanted to present
Great.
something. So that would be nice. And then I think we have Zen who wanted to present something about open source.
Okay.
So that would be nice as well. Um, and I think we have Maima, uh,
Nice.
but I'm not sure yet. She said she's not sure. She will look into it. And we might have one of my recent students present something. So
Great. First time speaker?
yeah, yeah, I think so. So we'll see.
That'd be great.
I
That'd be
might or
building
might not
on
present. Yeah,
Samia's talk from last meetup from
yeah, exactly.
attendee to speaker.
Yeah.
So that will be the
Uh,
test for the content.
yeah. I was also thinking maybe this time if we want to keep it short, maybe we don't do lunch. We
Mm-hmm.
end at 1. So we would do 3 sessions and at 1 maybe. I don't know. Maybe that could be easier to organize.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, I'm I was going to skip this month's meetup because I won't be in Mauritius at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we might have not done it, but I think we will do it. It would be just one
Okay,
day before I fly, so maybe we'll do it.
nice.
And
So you see,
there's
guys, the
one,
dedication of the organizers one day before their flight, maybe less than 24 hours before their flight, they still probably will show up and have a meetup. So come on, guys. That's great. So thanks again. I think I say that each time you come on stream, but thanks a lot to you and Kushal and everyone who organizes the front end coders meetup. There's like they're really
oh, you're welcome.
dedicated to this.
It's it's super encouraging when you see people learn something from it. So
Mm,
that's the main motivation. Just if you learn just one thing from the meetup, that's the goal. Everything else is a bonus.
Yeah, and it's like worth waking up early on Saturdays just to learn that one thing. Honestly, I learned something from all presentations last meetup, so it's always totally worth it. So
Yeah.
September probably will have a meetup. There's already a venue. Are we looking for a venue for the other meetups, or are we covered until the end of the year?
No, we are still looking for venues for October and November. So if anyone is interested to
Yeah.
host us, please get in touch.
All
Let's
right.
make it happen.
So in the chat, if anyone has a venue or wants to offer a venue, be like the venue sponsor for Frontend Coders in October, you're most welcome. If you're watching this before, let's say, before the second week of October, and you have a venue that you want to offer to Frontend Coders for the October meetup on October 28th, right? That
I
date is
think it
pretty
will
much
be
set.
1 week before that, because I think DevFest is happening on that date.
Oh, okay,
So,
yeah.
so we might do ours 1 week before.
All right, so that would be the 22nd, 20
21st,
of
22nd,
October. Yeah, 21st. Yeah,
21st, yeah.
maths. Yeah, 21st of October, most likely. So if during the first week you're still watching that replay and you have a venue, you're interested, just get in touch. There is a link on the site, right?
I think I don't know. We still don't have a
Oh.
contact page. So maybe we should build that.
Yeah,
What is that? Yeah, we have a mail here. Yeah, that mail
yeah.
does work, so you can use that.
Okay.
You know what we also need?
Yeah,
We don't have a full page.
right. We should build like a super cool one.
All
Like, I
right.
don't know, like a broken, I don't know, like some kind of animation with something funny. Yeah, that would be cool.
Venue for October. Yeah, this is worth like a even not even a implementation challenge. We could have like a design challenge. Like we
Yep.
could open that to a community of people who might be interested in front end and also do design, like Figma designs and everything. We could pick the best one and other people could implement it. That'd be interesting.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah. Do we know any communities of designers or any designers in the chat?
There's actually I don't know any designer community here, but um, it would be nice to have some. I don't know if the designers have the same passion for sharing what they make.
Well, someone
Seems they,
LinkedIn do.
yeah, for cloud maybe. I don't know.
Or for their visibility or to attract client, I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah,
we maybe I don't know any designer that is in Mauritius, well, based in Mauritius and public about their work. So if we could find one, we could talk to them. We're making progress with our website, despite not having a contact page and a 4.4 coming soon. But we have something quite solid. So you remember I mentioned the idea of, building some kind of template for other communities. We could start there or something. Have that as a template. Maybe they would do their own design to update it, but the structure is there. So yeah. All right, we'll have a look at designers in Mauritius. All right,
someone should
guys.
start a user group.
Yeah, we should find people to start a user group. I mean, maybe they're hidden. We're just like two separate worlds. But I would be. Didn't you meet any designers at DevCon, for example?
I don't know. There's very few of them, or they don't come and meet developers. But I think way back, I think David started a UX designer user group as well in
Okay.
parallel,
Yeah.
because there is a Facebook group about UX designers, but I guess it was mostly the front end guys who were in there and not many UX designers. So maybe we should encourage some of them to show up and speak about design.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think we need more communication between designers and developers, especially to tell them like, hey, your super cool animated button might take a week to develop. Are you sure?
I had
Yeah, I
the
think so.
conversation yesterday.
Okay, I guess that can even happen every month or so sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sandeep, Huzair, any final word before we close that section?
No, it was really fun. Thank you for having us, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you
Thanks
for
for having
hopping
us,
by.
and thanks to Jose for his super nice PR. He actually did the API, and he went in the code and changed all of the calls to the old API and switched that
Wow.
as well. So that's like 2 in 1, and he added the counter, so the stats counter. So like that's super cool.
That's cool.
Okay, Huzair, we're going to clap for you. I know you're not in the Twitch chat, but let's just do that. You'll see that in the replay. I hope it works. Yeah, it worked. It worked. We have clapping for Huzair. It's all good. Taking a screenshot and I send it in the Discord. But yeah. Son, yeah. It's all good. Well done. Then thank you both for hopping by, taking the time during a weekday at night to come talk about open source to the community. And hopefully, each time we have someone from Frontend Coders giving the idea to people in the chat who are not in Mauritius, maybe they don't have access to meetups, maybe create their own user groups. We could probably guide you on some of the common things of how to start or how to run a user group. We have the main one of the two main organizers of Frontend Coders, and I gave a hand back in the past as well. So yeah, there are people there to help you. If you want to start a user group, front end, back end, whatever, even design in your own country, we highly encourage you to do that. And yeah, thank you both. See you very soon. And I don't know, I have a feeling we will see these two guys individually on stream in September. I'm not gonna
Yes,
say
so
more. Not gonna say more. Oh yeah. Thank you guys, and you're happy. Well. I'll be happy to still have you in the chat. We'll talk a bit about. We'll move to the next section. We'll talk about a project that we started on stream, and maybe we'll have a quick game. But yeah, that was it for this section. Thank you once more to the two of you guys. Yeah,
Thanks,
see you
Ulrich.
very soon.
thank
Yeah.
you. Hope to see you
Bye,
soon. Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye.
everyone.
Okay, I missed some stuff here. Hey, Mr. Strands, how's it going? Yeah, you missed some stuff. Did you just join, Strands? Kinda. Yeah, we had a look at the changes in the repo. Huzair made changes to the API. Well, I don't remember all of that, but it's basically an optimization. And now we have access to the data throughout the app. And we released a new thing. Well, some some goodies, right? Let me move the chat down there. Did you see this? Did you see these trends? That's very neat. We have our numbers. 41 speakers, maybe 42 next meetup. I don't know. Trends. There are still seats available for September. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, there has been 42 meetups since the beginning. That's pretty good. And yep, 33 very soon. 13 contributors to the website. And yeah. Come on, at least let me get back first. Well, you can take inspiration from abroad and work something out, and then you can present it to us. That'd be great. And strengths, we are also looking for a venue for October. September should be covered. It's going to be confirmed tomorrow, but yeah, we need a venue for October. If you know anyone, most welcome. But yeah, it was a really great session. We even did a little bit of code review. Well, I asked question about the code, so I wasn't sure about some decisions, so I got some clarity. And well, yeah, it's all good. And yeah, it was deployed live. You saw it first here on this channel, the updates. And strengths, you might be interested in the API. There are some changes. For example, for the people, we don't have the link to the images anymore because we're not using these. So speakers, you can see we have the GitHub account, we have the names, but we don't have the images anymore. They are in a separate space now. So it's technically lighter now. That's really good. And yeah, that was that session. All right, so we can check BSquiz, but I'll add some music first and we can chat about any topic that you guys would like to talk about. Let's have some music. Oh, that probably is going to be loud for you guys. I guess that's better. Just let me know. Not at all. Okay. What are you referring to with the not at all? Is the music too low now then? Probably a bit too low. Okay. Let me change that. Because I don't have the limiter anymore. Is that too loud? Yeah, I don't want to hear much of the music. How about now? I can still increase it if you want. Okay. All right. We hit the sweet spot. Yeah, if we don't have any topics, yeah, we can have a look at BSquiz. We have like 30 minutes left together. We'll do like 20 minutes of BSquiz maybe, and then we can do a quick trivia. Hope that sounds good. Okay, so to recap, BSquiz admin. This is the dashboard where you reach. There's no stats for now, so you just encouraged to edit your current quiz. We have 3 tabs now in the current quiz. So you modify the data. The title might be important at this point. Then you update the questions. You can add new ones. So the scroll doesn't work. What are you doing? Do you get the reference? Well, there's no reference for the answers, just a question. Okay. All right. So you have the content preview here, but if you save, I'm not set yet on the autosave. I don't know. The reference to this question without the G. How you doing? Well, of course I'm doing a terrible impression of the character, but that makes it a little bit harder to find. But yeah, you get the form here. You get a small text preview. I might format it a little bit, but that's not the priority. It's saved. Now we go to the preview, where you see the actual quiz, like the actual questions. Color of the sun, white. 42 is the answer, of course. And how you doing? Good. Well, there's no right answer. So I need some validation, which will come next. But that's not going to be showcased on stream. I'm not going to put that. Yeah, see, we can't have this here and not have it there. The answer should be this, something like this. Save it. And here I will have it. Yay. 3 out of 3. If you use that on your mobile, it does trigger the thing. And here it's like really what you would see on your phone pretty much. So I can click reset. I might do a 2-column for these, like have the editors on the left and the view on the right. But yeah, let's change it completely. That's the background. And text color should be bright then. Yeah, something like this. So this is updated pretty much real time. And if you go to the quiz, sorry for the flashes, but yeah, it's updated pretty much live. So go to the quiz. I probably have played already. And yeah, you can see the color scheme changes, the background. Something like this. Ooh. Upgrade on the eye, I suppose. Next time you visit it, you get the update. So that's working well. In the details, well, you have the participants. And now coming to this, I have had requests. So let me close a few things here about this quiz. Come on, sync. So I have one of the future clients of BizQuiz telling me her priorities, and yeah, well, they are pretty obvious. Is how will she access the participants' emails? So anyone who accessed her link registered and attempted the quiz, and how to present the winners. So maybe we can think a little bit on that if you guys are still have a connected brain at this time. It's pretty late if you woke up early and went to work. Gladly I work from home, can wake up a little later or much later. Yeah, so the access to the participants. What I'm thinking is what we already have. Display table, which Fields. Fields. Do we need? Export. Sell. Just a CSV. CSV could be useful. Well, for me, it's much worse. Oh yeah, your brain is on holidays, right? Strands? So you're technically not connected at all. Plus the time diff. What time is it on your end? Oh. That's the time in Mauritius where I start feeling sleepy, you know? It's crazy. Yeah, if you want to stay, we'll have like 25 more minutes and then, you know, we'll raid someone and we can go. But if you're feeling sleepy, man, please don't feel forced to stay. You can go to bed and we can meet on Monday and we'll meet on Discord anyways. But if you're staying, yeah, thanks a lot. Well, thanks a lot for hopping by already. Just getting some work done while watching you. Okay. Yeah, it's dev time. 2 a.m. is dev time. Like serious code is being written there. It's either your best code of the week or your worst code of the day, but you'll only know when you wake up tomorrow and you read the code again. That's generally how it goes. So, they have a table, they can see it, but they might need an export. And I was saying Excel might be very commonly used, but if you're a business and you have like a mailing campaign, I think if I recall well, those have like mail campaigns, SaaS would accept CSVs, and well, a CSV is really easy to build. You don't need any library. I think for Excel you would need some kind of fancy library to build the appropriate format. Probably I'll do both, you know, but I will start with the one that's most important, with the first, like with the group of future clients, future customers of this quiz. And I think it would be the same there. So in terms of presentation, it would be the same. In terms of development, for me, it will be completely different. Oh, let me change the title now to, well, I would like to keep that in the replay, but please review. Those are the priorities that I should show to potential clients. And well, there are changes that I need to bring. So here, yeah, very good. We have the questions, but I need to set a, whoa, that's horrible, a scoring system, because this is not going to work for us to have a, like a leaderboard or anything. I can't just have like, you have the right answer, you have 1 point. That doesn't work. I would add the idea of timers and things like these, right? I see you're still on the Discord call. Doesn't that affect your bandwidth? Maybe. Well, it's been pretty stable, but yeah, I forgot about that completely. Yep. Thank you. So the line has been wiggling a little bit, but all green. Maybe it will be much more stable now. Yeah, I was saying in this quiz, right, just 1 point if you get the right answer. We'll never have a leaderboard if we have that. Like top 100 will have all the right answers. So next, time-based scoring. Oh, and maybe on the design, when we're answering the questions, I don't need that bar. You don't really want to log out middle of a game. So I need to be a little bit clever and take more space for timer and maybe an icon to access a menu or something like this. So this would change a bit, but then once you have answered everything, then it can come back. So yeah, that bar can come back. Oh no, it will still be a menu, it will still be hidden. And we'll encourage them to stay here and use this so that, yeah. That sounds fair. Oh, the link color. The link color is not being applied. Not here anyways. Yeah. Is there a link color update? Oh yeah, it's been updated, but it's not the best. Something lighter would work better. Let's try again. Still doesn't work. Never mind, we'll go for something almost white. Not that I'm keeping any of these anyways. Yeah, so going back to this time-based scoring. Problem. Oops. Problem. Fair way to find the players. Solutions. Well, the only one I see is time-based scoring. See look up quiz. Yep. The thing you have to know, if you don't know yet, in Mauritius, if you do a game and there's a luck component, you have to apply to some administration, and this is super regulated when there's luck involved. When there are skills involved, you don't need to do anything. You can just have the game, make sure it's fair, and it's all good. Learned that. Yeah. So, insider info, I contacted a mall a few months ago about creating games for them, like those kind of quizzes, but much quicker. Like you can, the host could like stop someone walking by in the mall and ask them like 1 or 2 questions, and then would potentially win gifts. If you, well, the mall manager told me like, we're not doing anything luck based anymore because you have to fill like so many forms, you have to be very strict about everything. It's very regulated. But if it's only skill based, then you're good. So for me to just, decide who wins is going to be the fastest one. Right answer, and the faster you are, the more points you get. And it will have to be to the millisecond, maybe microsecond, something like this. And yeah. Then I'll play with the number of questions, you know, the recommended number of questions. But even if the owner wants 3 questions only, I still need to be able to be for sure have a leaderboard, a distinct leaderboard. So first solution is time-based scoring. We can add if like it's exactly the same delay from the timer, then I can have a date time diff earliest answer gets more points. Does that make sense? Is it clear? Or if it's not, then I should definitely explain, so let me know. I think I'm going to explain anyways. Okay. Is it the same as for your other trivia game? Yeah, pretty much. The first part, time-based, is based on a counter. You'll see a counter going down, and if it starts at 30 and you answer very quickly, like it just turned to 29, something like this, you get lots of points. If you get the right answer closer to the end, you get less points. So that's very similar to the pop quiz. That's the same thing. But I could, if the answers are very close, I can do something that is not up to chance. Well, it's up to your luck technically. When you when you first see the link and click on it. But I can also add diffs based on who answered earlier. When I say earlier, in terms of the calendar itself, right? So if you took like 1.2 seconds, 1.215, let's say, seconds to get all of get the right answer on that question. Another person took the same amount of time, exactly the same amount of time, and there's nothing that can separate the two of you. Then what I do, this is a theoretical case, but then what I'll do is see who answered the quiz earlier during the day, and they take the lead for that. It's just to be absolutely sure, you know? It's only for that reason. Not sure I'll implement that in V1, to be honest. Not sure. But yeah, that's the idea. So I have 3 big things to implement. The first 2 are the priority, definitely, so that they can project themselves. I also have a call on the 13th of September. Yeah. Technically, I have a call on that day with one solopreneur. She's on Instagram a lot as well. And I will have a chat with her and see what she thinks of the product and whether she knows some businesses that might be interested, or whether she might be interested in the product for her own brand. Yeah. That was all for Bees Quiz for tonight. I need to get back to that, so probably I'll code tomorrow for Biz Quiz. And then I'll update you guys on Monday. Then we'll have the match on Monday. I have more code to write on Monday. I'll have to test my code to prevent the time hack. I have some code, but it's not there yet. And before we play, Strengths, you might have missed that. Some of you might have missed that as well. Where is my code? Well, which project that was in? Yeah, reviews demo. I played with HTMX. I don't know if you've seen it. And I'm trying out ENPM. No, wait. No, that can't be. No, it's not. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that project. Review. Okay, yeah, that one. Okay, no, it's just this. Yeah. Okay. Strengths, are you ready? I did something with HTMX. Okay, let me give you the whole story. Yeah. Again, not sponsored at all. I'm just showing you what I'm trying to reproduce. I'm doing some research for a potential client. He basically wants me to reproduce a similar feature. And this is the cool part. So let me find the reviews again. So you see those reviews, right? When I click load more, well, let me just, yeah, I'm going to, just to avoid these. It's not filtering. Why? No, I don't want to find there. Yeah. Okay. If I click here, right, it directly returns HTML, which is very cool. And well, we don't have an easy way of doing that with Nuxt or Next or things like this, right? I talked to someone on Discord and then they just tell me, yeah, HTMX does that precisely. At first I was like, yeah, but it's like just HTMX. How do I handle the rest and all of this? And I'm still not fully set on that idea, but HTMX can do the network call and can accept HTML and update it. So I reproduced it and this works the same with HTMX. Well, it's not review, but load next, and it loads other reviews. And I get some HTML. It's not well trimmed or anything, but it's good. And I was like a kid last night when this worked. It was really good. But yeah, this is so good. So we can have a quick look at the code. The server, yeah. So old school EJS as templating engine, right? So index.ejs. It's my whole HTML page. Some styling here. a script to load HTMX. And then this. We do a loop, over reviews, we display it, boom. Here we just have like an anchor for us to help HTMX let you know where to place the content. Load before me because we have HTMX that does the network call. I'll show you the route in a bit. This is the target, and swap. It's not actually swapping, it's going to place it before that one begins. So it's going to add new code here, right? And let's see the code now. It's a very basic string. It's actually a JavaScript string that holds HTML code in there. That's all it does. Yeah, it's just like that. Sorry. Yeah. So this is super simple. Maybe it's an oversimplification. I will need more code because I would need a light box and everything. Right now I click, nothing happens, but there it opens, you know. There's more going on. Verified purchase, etc, etc. I don't know if they will want something like this. This will take more time to develop. Or maybe I can use some extension or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I did some old school Node.js, old school Express with EJS as a template. And yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. Yeah, I recommend trying, well, maybe not EJS, but I recommend trying HTMX for those simple stuff. And you can have your existing app, and if you need basic like receive HTML and swap, then do that. In Astro 3, I think there is some support for HTMX. Oh, I should change the title again. But we're wrapping up. Good. Is that something that we can expect to live long? HTMX, yes. I think it can live long. It can even, like, you know, just be its own thing and not be super popular. But I think it's going to be not a replacement for jQuery like one-to-one. Like, it's not going to be that. But I think it's going to be present on a lot of projects. Maybe not as famous as jQuery, not as ubiquitous, but very present. If you have people who know how to work with, I don't know, PHP, or technically that's what I'm the missing part, right? I don't have in mind a framework that would be easy for me to use that does the generation of HTML on the server and then sends over, you know. I don't have this nice plug and play or an actual framework that does just that and can send it as a network response. Maybe, I think PHP can do that, but with whole views, right? Or maybe I can adapt the views to just send a portion of the code I want. And next, there should be some kind of improved developer experience where you can avoid this duplication. This is in one language, let's say in EJS, and this one is just a JavaScript string. They're both on the back end technically, so there should be a way to have the same template. That's one thing. Second thing, like avoid this duplication would improve the developer experience, and maybe some way to that template which is better, have that as wait, question in the previous song playing by CG5, no idea. Let me check. So previous song, right? Where, how do I open the album? Wait. How's the music still playing? Oh, wrong window. That's why. One sec. Or current. They both sound like. No. Okay, this is the album, and this is the artist, Rocket Star. So if I open that. Nope, none of them. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Even artists run out of inspiration, I suppose, for their own name. But those are DMCA free playlists, so maybe they imitated the style of that artist. I don't know. But yeah, so HTMX, I mean, I can do that for a specific project for very narrow scope. I can't do much more with it at the moment, but there was a great talk. I need to find it. A great talk where you could, where they shown how like a small full stack team with HTMX and I think Python on the back end, I forgot which framework, or maybe their own. They did very powerful interactions with just a little bit of HTMX and the backend updating the state with HTML itself. And it was impressive with lots and lots of data. I think if you have, let's say HTMX will be great in terms of performance when you have like a dashboard environment with lots and lots of data that need to be available on the client. So then you really don't have a lot of JavaScript running on the client, but you can have a lot of unwatched HTML DOM, unwatched DOM updating and being rendered. And that's super fast. That's very, very quick. What makes front-end apps slow generally, it's the huge amount of JavaScript which is needed to watch for changes. HTMX doesn't do that. You tell it, so do the request of course, but you tell it like watch this thing. When you get a response from this, do this. So here before begin, just add HTML here. Just add HTML here. That's it. Well, not with the doc type, but you get the idea, right? My content. Yeah. So when that returns, you just add my content there. That's it. And it's not watching anymore. This is still there, but it's before this list now. And that's it. It just queries by ID, I suppose. Pretty sure that's what it does here. And then appends before that. So next time you click, it's going to append. That's one way of using it. You can even replace the HTML. Like you could replace that with the content. You could tell it to do this, but then it's done because it doesn't have any reference to it. That wasn't my use case, so yeah. So for those kind of apps, it might take a little bit longer to develop, but the performance would be night and day. Definitely. So I'm pretty excited. It won't be my daily drivers for my apps, although I have been daydreaming of doing an experiment, seeing what I need for my games and see if I could implement that there. But I don't have a setup yet to be able to do that. Even with Astro and all, not there yet. What I need is to understand how to do that, build an HTML string with a nice maintainable developer experience. Once I have that, then yeah, I can go crazy and try. Maybe Next server components might get adapted, I don't know. Or maybe Astro will do something like this. They will have some kind of config where we can generate HTML partials, ship that through an API endpoint. And if they do that, then HTMX or anything else can actually do it. And HTMX is not tiny either. Speaking foreign language for me. Yeah, well, eventually we'll work more with these and we'll see. We'll work with these on the channel and we'll see. But basically, you know, you have an API endpoints that sends you data, right? We all use that. We use these every day. You have a REST API. Next server components here. Next, it's experimental. I'm sure you have used Next, well, React server components, right? Well, Next does have, does have this as experimental, but it is Next. It's not by the Vue core team, it's by the Next team. Sadly, I have. What? Is it that bad? Or is it just because it's React? Be honest. So this is definitely experimental. Links, okay. So it looks the same. Oh, you just have to do .server, so it's the same. Just hope the Next is better. Well, it will be more in the sense of a Vue ecosystem way, so I guess less powerful, but it will work decently well. Whereas React, I think you can mess things up pretty easily. So you, again, have to be very smart, very disciplined to just make things work well. Yeah, I agree. There's no need for that to be dynamic. So I would expect it to be just shipped. Normally, I don't know. Case study. Okay, that's weird. Okay, let's see the roadmap. April, React 3. Okay. Something was merged. Is the question like, can we have Next but Astro? I'm not crazy, right? That's the question he's basically asking. Can we do Next into Astro by default. That'd be interesting, you know. You're still in a specialized Vue environment, a Nux environment, so everything by default is a server component, so it's just shipping HTML to the front end, but then it ships JavaScript. When you have on your page, you have some component that is reactive on the front end. So then you ship the whole Nuxt frame, and you have communication between the back end and the front end, or you need to persist state between the server and the client, things like this. Could be good. I'm interested in that now. You know, it would be this similar to Astro, but specific to Nuxt and Vue, with all the good things of Nuxt and Vue. Then maybe you could opt in for full page routing, like multi-page applications or single page applications, things like this. Yeah, we could go crazy with that. We could go crazy. Okay, yeah, I still don't have a solution for this kind of templating, but yeah, that's all. Strengths, I don't think we have anyone else in the chat who would like to play. Chat, if you would like to play a quick trivia game before we leave, just type 1. I will wait like 60 more seconds as from now, else we'll conclude. Strengths, maybe I should build a mode where anyone can start the game and also play along. We'll see. Yeah, so if you guys want to play, we can play. We'll close in a few seconds. Oh, strengths. We have reduced prices for the channel points, so you can have a go. All of them are at 1,000 instead of 10. Yeah, the rewards are much cheaper now. How many channel points do you have now? I think they're the one with the most channel points. And as you can see, someone used them. Saika used them. Whoa, that's great. 8.8k, wow. Well, you need to start your channel so that I can have that many on your channel. Yeah, and it was during the guest session, like we had Hosea and we had Sandeep, and then it would just like shoot those right when I was trying to pay attention and hear what those guys were saying, and they would not hear that because they would be in the Discord call, so we won't hear anything of that. That's cool. Oh yeah, and then it shows on, yeah. I don't even know if I want, you know, this kind of, it's kind of alert, visual alert, but we just hear it, it's already good. But yeah, great pick, great pick. Let me hear that one. I'm not sure which one that is. It sounds enough actually, yeah. Maybe I should hide the alert thing, just check if the sound is still playing. But you know this love one, the kick one, each time we talk about React, we can play that, something like this. But yeah, one for HTMX would be this. Oh, that's the one with multiple ones. Yeah, we have Sheesh for HTMX, and React is the cake. Yeah. Okay, who are we raiding? Let's raid. Stay for like 5 minutes and then we can go to bed or whatever. Oh wait, Strengths, you have the channel points for lead the raid, guide the raid. I don't know what that one does. Oh, suggest who we raid. Yeah, you can try that. Just suggest someone to raid with these and we can go there. I'm not even going to browse. You just tell we raid that streamer, and we're done. Oh, Strengths, by the way, you can see the up left. Yeah, we'll go there. You can see the name of the subscribers as well. So there's 2 of you. You can see you scrolling up and down there. Yeah, you know, I have subscribers, so I need to show them. If I'm showing followers, I should show subscribers as well. That's required. Yep. And yeah, and the icon, I think you missed the icon as well, but yeah, we have my glasses basically. Well, not exactly, but you get the idea. In purple there. You know, I made a little effort. I'm not there on emotes yet. I don't know, but we'll see. If someone can create them or something. Yeah. Alright, people, let's raid Purple F. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, thank you all for joining. We're raiding Upref, so I should stop the music, open Twitch, open it there. Well, yeah. You could get those commissions, the emotes. Yeah, I need to decide on a style, some kind of base content, then I can see someone for it. But yeah, Strands, thanks a lot for participating to the stream. See you on the other side. Bye.